dream. From Bulbasaur to Charizard, strong and stunning and bright. Every battle's a star show, every match a pure delight. Electric sparks and fiery blaze, trainers shouting a cheer. This is where dreams are made, winning's our quest. Oh dear, Vicky's Pokemon League, the best and beautiful league. In the spotlight they gleam, living the Pokemon dream. The Thickies Pokemon League, where the best and the bold. Only beauty can compete, only legends are told. Flashing lights and roaring crowd, in the ring they take their stance. Only pros and beauty queens, here they all get their chance. Thickies Pokemon League, the best and beautiful league. In the spotlight they gleam, living the Pokemon dream. From Bulbasaur to Charizard, strong and stunning and bright. Every battle's a star show, every match a pure delight. Electric sparks and fiery blaze, trainers shouting a cheer. This is where dreams are made, winning's our quest. Oh dear, Thickies Pokemon League, the best and beautiful league. In the spotlight they gleam, living the Pokemon dream. The Thickies Pokemon League, where the best and the bold. Only beauty can compete, only legends are told. Flashing lights and roaring crowd, in the ring they take their stance. Only pros and beauty queens, here they all get their chance. Thickies Pokemon League, the best and beautiful league. In the spotlight they gleam, living the Pokemon dream. From Bulbasaur to Charizard, strong and stunning and bright. Every battle's a star show, every match a pure delight. Electric sparks and fiery blaze, trainers shouting a cheer. This is where dreams are made, winning's our quest. Oh dear, Thickies Pokemon League, the best and beautiful league. In the spotlight they gleam, living the Pokemon dream. The Thickies Pokemon League, where the best and the bold. Only beauty can compete, only legends are told. Flashing lights and roaring crowd, in the ring they take their stance. Only pros and beauty queens, here they all get their chance. Thickies Pokemon League, the best and beautiful league. In the spotlight they gleam, living the Pokemon dream. From Bulbasaur to Charizard, strong and stunning and bright. Every battle's a star show, every match a pure delight. Electric sparks and fiery blaze, trainers shouting a cheer. This is where dreams are made, winning's our quest. Oh dear, Thickies Pokemon League, the best and beautiful league. In the spotlight they gleam, living the Pokemon dream. The Thickies Pokemon League, where the best and the bold. Only beauty can compete, only legends are told. Flashing lights and roaring crowd, in the ring they take their stance. Only pros and beauty queens, here they all get their chance. Thickies Pokemon League, the best and beautiful league. In the spotlight they gleam, living the Pokemon dream. From Bulbasaur to Charizard, strong and stunning and bright. Every battle's a star show, every match a pure delight. Electric sparks and fiery blaze, trainers shouting a cheer. This is where dreams are made, winning's our quest. Oh dear, Thickies Pokemon League, the best and beautiful league. In the spotlight they gleam, living the Pokemon dream. The Thickies Pokemon League, where the best and the bold. Only beauty can compete, only legends are told. Flashing lights and roaring crowd, in the ring they take their stance. Only pros and beauty queens, here they all get their chance. Thickies Pokemon League, the best and beautiful league. In the spotlight they gleam, living the Pokemon dream. From Bulbasaur to Charizard, strong and stunning and bright. Every battle's a star show, every match a pure delight. Electric sparks and fiery blaze, trainers shouting their cheer. This is where dreams are made, winning's our quest. Oh dear, Thickies Pokemon League, the best and beautiful league. In the spotlight they gleam, living the Pokemon dream. The Thickies Pokemon League, where the best and the bold. Only beauty can compete, only legends are told. Flashing lights and roaring crowd, in the ring they take their stance. Only pros and beauty queens, here they all get their chance. Thickies Pokemon League, the best and beautiful league. In the spotlight they gleam, living the Pokemon dream. From Bulbasaur to Charizard, strong and stunning and bright. Every battle's a star show, every match a pure.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Thickies Podcast. Week 1 is upon us. Draft is complete and matchups are imminent. We'll be having myself versus Tobias, an exhibition of Ogerpon versus Zamazenta. That's a best of 1 series. Joining me tonight is Herondai and Machiavelli.
Yep.
And we're moments away from tip-off here. Thoughts on the draft so far?
A lot of new people. Gonna be tough to grade. I think some of the matchups, a lot of interesting rosters. A lot of rosters kind of just thrown together. So excited to see some of these matchups though.
Yeah, we are live. We're gonna get that in the chat right now for you all.
The draft did not go as planned for myself.
Oh no, I'm showing my sets on the stream. Doesn't matter. Tobias wouldn't cheat. Let's get into this.
Do we know that?
I'll let you guys take over the commentary here.
Yep. Yeah, so right on the east side of the camp of the Mikey. Interesting to see here. Let's take a look at the Terra types.
Were these
Poison for the ride on.
These weren't the previous season's rosters, no? Were they?
No, they're using rosters of the people that are playing
that's
this season.
Blink,
I believe
and
this
that's
is
Maki.
That's
me on the side of
very
Blink.
Yeah, Mikey is Blink.
Very.
And I think he's using Maki. Tobias using Maki, yeah.
Yeah, Maki's draft is quite thick.
Yeah, Maki's one of my top picks for rosters, I think, this season. It's going to be tough to...
And like their defensive picks, too, that just pump as well. Zapdos, Pecharunt is also just pumps and his annoyance. Donphan can pump out good damage. Sylveon, probably my least favorite Pokemon ever. Does a lot of damage. Not a fan of Sylveon. Not a fan.
It was actually on my radar this off season. I wanted to get it. Write a little choice specs and click Terra Blast with Fairy.
Oh yeah, totally reasonable. I'm just not a fan.
So this is an interesting scenario here. I think lead wise is we don't know if this is a Battleborn Greninja, but Battleborn Greninja off rip looks pretty scary into this team.
Not a great lead for Mikey here.
Now, I'm kind of looking at both sides here, and I think he's going to try to have to, I guess, get Ogerpon in safely.
Hey, look, if this is a scarfed Moltres that can one-shot the Greninja, if that Greninja is not Sash, who knows? Big tech, you never really know.
Let's see what Uktus Tongue DP, most likely some type of French.
I believe it is. You see this tongue DP? Question mark.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what he's poking at there, but
Yeah.
that's a rivalry to look at, though. Tobias versus DP
hey,
in the conference.
DP's a night. He's a stand-up guy. He's a
Yep.
great guy.
Sleepy guy. And something to point out here is the Embasol no longer wants the timer to be on, but the timer stay on. Mikey wants it on. It's a toxic spike Greninja.
Interesting.
It's gonna have to get that Rhydon in there and Terra Poison to get rid of those. Otherwise,
Not a terrible play.
Ogerpon Wellspring. Not really sure why I'm named the Great Tusk. Don Fan. I do appreciate the shout out, but I do not resemble that mon at all. I think I'm closer to a Greninja to be safe. Very nice shiny there. The Archelodon, Mikey putting some swag on this team.
I think Arcaldon shiny is hideous personally, but
I'd like it better than normal form. Really stacking these hazards now. Mikey has no spinner. It's gonna be tough here.
oh well, I don't know if Moltres gets defog. By chance, maybe it does. But
I don't think it does in this gen.
Stacking hazards kind of makes you look like a bitch, but that's just my opinion.
Well, here's the thing. You can safely click Cudgel into pretty much everything on this round. Yeah, everything on the roster. Even Greninja's going to take a good chunk.
Obviously. And you know what? Even if he swapped out into Zapdos, couldn't get static because he's got the layer of poison.
Yep.
But
well, he doesn't make contact with Zapdos there on Cudgel. Non-contact.
It does not.
Whacker. Yeah.
That's crazy.
No whack. Yeah, it is heavy-duty boots. Actually, a pretty decent answer.
No defense drop on the crunch. Good for Mr. Mikey there.
No flame body either.
Might be seeing just a hurricane rip. There's always a chance.
He's going to be wary of the Stone Edge for the Zam.
This is true.
I think the Archelodon could be coming
Maybe
back
Mikey's
now.
got the old scarf specs. You threw the scarf on the Moltres and said, you're going to need a pair of glasses too. And that hurricane is a little bit... Well, actually, a good hurricane could still kill from this range, depending on the investments.
Is Zamazenta packing the Stone Edge? Most likely is. Out to Rhydon. There's the Stone Edge. Safe switch from Mikey. Likely Terra here. Zamazenta has no way to hit Terra Poison. Rhydon.
True. Rhydon doesn't have a good way of recovering, which is the unfortunate part. But...
Nah, I think he's just going to force Anna's Poppy out here. Want to face the Zamazenta without the defense boost, usually, for the most part, unless you have a strong special attacker.
Yeah.
Rhydon sporting the shiny variant. Mikey going delectable colors tonight. There's the force out, as we said.
I was going to say Donphan or Greninja.
Oh!
Ooh. Does he
Still taking the poison damage.
Probably does outspeed the Donphan. Wait,
Yeah.
that's weird. That's weird that you Terra Poison, you still take poison damage.
Oh,
That's silly.
Oh, yeah, that's... Actually does not outspeed, and there's the EQ new.
Unfortunate. Rhydon with the Hidden Tech Aqua Jet? Nope. Okay, well.
Yeah.
Hidden Tech Aqua Jet, unfortunate. Nograpon here, gonna just be able to click Cudgel and Petrunt's
There's
not
the
gonna
Cudgel.
like that.
Crit new.
Ooh. I forgot the Petrunt is... Petrunt's just too much.
Super bulky.
Oof.
He reads them like a book and gets the parting shot off.
Well, no reason not to go for it, really.
Well, now he's got momentum heading into likely Zamazenta coming back in. Could even go into
The problem
Sylveon
here isn't so
Terra.
much. The problem is just getting a Pokemon set up under these conditions to start breaking. And if Rhydon had killed that Donphan, I mean, it would have been certainly in a better position. But
Ooh.
Metal Sound, very interesting. Little crit there.
Yeah. Nicknamed Thwack This. Most likely what I told Chiva in the chat the other night when Chiva told me to draft Thwacky after sniping me on Rillaboom, forcing me to go for the psychic spam.
Oh, so that wasn't the plan from the beginning. Oh,
We were gonna go boom.
No, I believe you. I believe you.
We were gonna go boom. Yeah, we were gonna go Rillaboom, but not a fan of running Thwacky.
Yeah.
I must have missed something. Where did Ogerpon get all that health bag?
Well, it's not over.
Oh, it's there's the bitter malice. Yeah, I'm stupid. Imbecile says, "Oops." So did I after dropping my Reese's Pieces earlier in the kitchen. What was that?
Well, yeah, it can be easy to, even if you're locked in, to be like, oh, that's Ogerpon.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it happens. It just happens.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's see how much.
I think now
just pretty well. Stamina lefties.
So yeah, you just really got to be careful of Greninja getting some momentum here.
The thing is, I don't believe Greninja can kill Arcanine right now. Not many things. The only thing that will take a body press is the Sylveon, which this does enable the Sylveon. However, a Heavy Slam will also probably obliterate the Greninja. So
there's the Sylveon. There's the T-Wave looking for some hacks.
Not a bad idea. It's never a bad thing to have a pair off on something.
There's a Heavy Slam.
There it is.
Good chip.
We got a Baton Pass. Raw Baton Pass. Okay. Out into the dose.
Here comes Thwack this.
I'm going to protect Scouting to see what he does. Metal Sound.
Metal Sound likely coming. Yeah, there it is. Mind you, Latios is still chilling like a villain in the back. We're still waiting to see Latios come out.
If that thing is, Scarf, if that thing outspeeds Greninja, pre Battle Bomb boost,
mm-hmm.
It's going to get pretty scary.
He does get Ogerpon in safely, so...
Yeah, Latios is looking like he can. Latios could pop everything on the team as long as it outspeeds it at this point, actually.
Yeah, Scarf Latios could be threatening here. Late game.
Unless that Greninja's got a sash, you never know.
I think it's taking damage. No, it has not taken damage yet.
Hasn't taken damage. Could be boots, but I had no reason to run boots Greninja, really. Stalling out the poison on the Ogerpon here, getting position. Probably got to Greninja now.
Likely Greninja. I mean, Zamazenta could come in as well.
Silly.
Ogerpon's job is done.
Yeah, it can just kind of click whatever. Well, that being said, Zamazenta does have Iron Defense.
Yeah, you would probably have to.
Time Latios will just outspeed and kill it. So, presumably, anyway, if it's scarfed.
There's the Stone Edge predicted.
Unfortunately,
Latios coming out,
but there it is. Latios most likely scarfed in this scenario.
Problem is he's got a fairy type, so you can't really click D-Pulse or Draco. And you can't lock yourself into a psychic move as Greninja could come in and just really clean up. It's looking very bleak here for the LGMK man.
What else can we see? Well, Latios does have quite the spread, but yeah, those are the two main things to be hitting right now. Are you?
Yep, there's the Sylveon. Flip turn.
Flip turn. That's awesome.
Hey now. He's getting jiggy with it. What's coming back out? Probably Ogerpon. You have to click Cudgel.
The Ogerpon clicks the Cudgel, because then anything takes chip. Just
and he's got Protect.
Wow, what a baby.
Yeah.
What a baby on the Tobias camp.
Imbecile taunting him now, says 20 points right there. Did get a KO, Tobias.
I'm not sure if Tobias realizes that this is not Mikey's roster.
Yeah, no.
Mikey did not draft this roster.
There's the Heavy Slam. Will he get a para? Yep.
Ooh, tough.
That'll pretty much book it.
I think Heavy Slam was not the play there. I don't think I would have clicked. I probably would have clicked or swapped out. I would not have wanted to risk.
These guys are chirping at each other right now.
Yeah, you gotta have some. That thing. Yeah. Unfortunately, Zapdos is now an issue again.
Yeah, game's pretty much over, done and dusted. I think any team with Pekkarant going up against Ogerpon.
Yeah, it's Pekkarant Zamazenta versus Ogerpon Wellspring. Give me a break.
I felt like you were at a disadvantage, but I think overall, you handled it very well.
Well, I didn't want to use Rain because that wouldn't be indicative really of the matchup, but at the same time, it is Pekkarant and Zamazenta.
Check out some of
There's
the
a lot.
fans. Fans,
Lot of
we got Greedent
there.
saying, think Mac resembles more Garchomp. I appreciate that. Kevin C364 says, Veli collecting bad karma with these complaints. Not really sure when I was complaining. Greedent says, no removal really hurts his team. Yeah, Mikey, tough.
Run it back
Goodbye,
with
says-
Rain Unk.
I think we just want to get on with the pod.
Yeah, I think we
Got
just want to get on with
iPad
the
baby
pod.
in the
Yeah.
chat. Tobias confirmed iPad baby using the word
Well-
Unk. Whatever.
Yeah. Woo.
Waiting on these matchups now.
How much time we got? I mean, the producer should 10 minutes left. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we could touch on these rosters a little bit.
yeah.
I know there was a power ranking that came out that ruffled some feathers within the league. Thoughts on
Yeah.
that, Machiavelli? I know you had some.
What's that?
I know you had something to say about that earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. I just, I don't know if you can pull that up so we can kind of see what we're talking about.
I don't believe.
maybe I can
I
send
don't
it to
believe
you.
the producers got that on hand.
If I send it to you, will you be able to get it or just?
I don't believe so. Not at this time.
No. Oh, okay.
Fans can follow along. at
Yeah,
home.
I gotta actually scroll up to it. Yeah, the tomato person made it. Let me take a look at it. I don't think it was fully just tomatoes doing, but kind of
Where
weird
does
to
it
grade
move at?
yourself an S roster. Let me see. I don't even see where it is anymore. We're scrolling up here. Where the hell is it? It's a grandma post. I don't see the.
Let me.
Yeah, they had. Okay, here we go. Yeah.
All right, you found it.
All right, so DP's roster, I think definitely in the top three. They had Tomato in the top three and Mr. Boy in the top three. I think I'll touch on the Mr. Boy roster first. Let's see. So yeah, so Mr. Boy is sporting Polt, very good. Cinderace, very good. Mola, very good. Lokix, Metagross, Vileplume, and then it kind of just starts like the bench is, I'm not really sure what classifies this as a top three roster, but each their own. People like what they like. Vileplume, Deontay, Braviary, H Form, and then Smeargle, which is pretty cool at the bottom.
Maybe a
there,
weak
but-
bench, but the top six is pretty solid. I mean,
Yeah.
Low Kicks and Crocodile, maybe notwithstanding, but the top three especially, true powerhouses there.
Yeah, very good top three at the top there. I think Mola passing wishes off to, even Metagross getting its health back is pretty cool.
A lot of
Not
teams
really
would
sure
struggle
what-
to really break a Vileplume, like a Mola Mola duo at times too.
Yeah, I guess it's going to be game planning as far as what Terra type comes for Plume. I really wouldn't count on Deontay coming every week, and Braviary, I'm not really sure. Unless you really have like some type of, double dancing Braviary set. But, I mean, for the most part, I mean, it's a solid roster. I don't think it's top three. And then I think we'll go to the Tomato person's. Pretty good top four-ish. I'm not a big fan of Rotom Wash, personally. Pretty frail, especially if it's your main backbone. Even Sableye is pretty weak too. Meowscarada, Chomp, and Amorous. I had an Amorous last season. Very good mon. Just have to run boots for the most part, which kind of hinders your ability to run spec sets unless you really want to have Talonflame run a defog every week. I mean, Hitmontop is a cool spinner, but again, kind of underwhelming, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Just
you hate
doesn't
to have
lack
to
enough.
bring Hitmontop, right? But it's not a bad mon.
No, not a bad mod at all. I actually like
Former,
Hitmontop. I
former
just think
champion, if I'm correct.
Quite nice. Hitmontop's quite nice with Terra as well, though. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity defensively and offensively there. Hitmontop's
that-
move pool is very wide.
I mean,
as
for
well.
4 points, probably one of the better bargains.
definitely a better bargain in the league. Reveroom is kind of gimmicky, to be honest with you.
It's
I mean,
formidable.
the usage rate's gone up. And
good Terra
under-
captain.
Yeah,
Definitely. I mean, it's one of those things where as soon as it sets up once, and it's kind of like, oh shit, like
yeah.
I gotta figure this out, like because it can start running through your team, especially with Terra.
Yeah, and it's hard to KO once it's no longer dual weak to ground. With filter and
I
whatnot.
think Chomp
Yeah.
round two is
Yeah.
a solid pick too.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
insane,
yeah.
actually.
I think that you have Masquerada, Chomp, Namarus, Jirachi, like
Big Meowscarada
those
fan,
four,
former champion.
a really good core of mods right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you're really
absolutely.
gonna have to protect. I think the downside of this roster is going to be you're gonna have to protect your backbone. Utilize Healing Witch with a Namorous whenever you can. Same thing with Rachi, passing Wishes off. I mean, you're kind of setting yourself up. Tank Chomp is probably gonna have to come maybe a week or two. Um, Meowscarada is always tough to game plan for, but for the most part, it's a solid roster. I wouldn't put it in my top three though.
Well, what would your top three be then, Mr. Mac?
Um, as I said, DP before. Tusk, Spectre is just OP in general. I think you can pretty much just win off that for the most part, off the landscape, the rest of the league. I mean, even Skarm and Heatran is just a classic. Even back to Gen 4, just a classic duo right there. I mean, for the most part, stacking hazards, trapping people with Magma Storm, chipping, and then really just coming in with Jolteon and cleaning up wherever you want. Spectre puts a ton of pressure on people that are weak to hazards, so net and KO is high speed tier. He's definitely in my top three. I put Tobias's roster in my top three.
Well, DP has two of the best Terra captains, in my opinion, in Jolteon and
Yeah.
Flygon. I was wondering how Flygon stayed available for so long on my board and a lot of people's boards. I expected to see Flygon as a high priority Terra captain even, but no, only DP, and then he walks away with both Jolteon and Flygon as his captains. That's great value.
Yeah, Jolteon round 6. Sneaky mind.
There's something I'm looking at is Hansy's team got put as mid, and in the same tier as my dog ass roster. But Hansy's Annihilate, Ursaluna, Blood Moon, Arboliva, Terracap with Torkoal's support, like Swampert, Azelf, Tinkaton.
That
I don't know if I'd put that in mid.
I'd probably
Not in
rank it
top
lower.
three.
I don't
I'm
know
not a
about
fan of that
team.
roster, to be honest with you.
I don't think it's terrible.
I don't think it's there. I just don't know what direction it's going for, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it looks a bit
I
jumbled.
was surprised to see Torkoal with no.
And no
or
Sun
really-
Abusers, really.
It's a pretty slow roster, Azelf and Whimsicott, they're really the only sort of above average speed threats. Tinkaton to an extent, but really
I like
slow
looking.
overall. Your top Pokemon, including the Captain Arboliva, all very, very slow. And then you've got Swampert and Torkoal rounding out that top 6 there. Wow.
Yeah.
I would definitely put DP and Maki in my top 3 though. But I
Yeah,
think
Maki was my other,
Yeah, Maki's got a
my other
solid
pick for
roster
top
there.
3.
Yeah, I don't know if
One of the better drafts I saw.
I got Maki, DP, Tobias for my top 3.
Bias is a good pick. I think MRFs is I like MRFs a lot too, actually.
Yeah, I like that too. I really hate game planning for Bolt and Tinglu. And then, Cizo just really kind of throws a wrench in a lot of plans as far as, setting up, especially for hyper offense.
Yeah, I think his
that
roster,
is
the
core.
captains just leave a little bit to be desired.
Right. Right. He's going to have to kind of overachieve with Inteleon, especially, the choice specs variants.
Yeah, but the thing about Inteleon is it's similar to Jolteon, and it's a fast offensive special attacking Terra captain that can sort of tailor its coverage now with the Terra, and it's actually significantly stronger than Jolteon, while being a little bit slower. I think that'll be one to keep an eye on. It's a cool mon. I really liked it when I first saw it. What was that, Gen 8? Yeah, good mon. Cool sniper guy.
It was a cool one.
I was actually looking at that before Suicune. I just needed more bulk on my side, so Suicune. I've actually wanted to use Suicune for a while as well, so that's why I chose Suicune. But Inteleon's actually really cool. It's a sniper, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's got sniper shot too. Hey, it's supposed to accurate.
Very thematic, yeah.
Oh, it's being sent. Oh yeah. Wait.
Yeah, I think he's
Jiva,
working on
no.
them now.
What's that?
I think these matchups are en route. Producer just signed off.
Yeah. So Tomato put me in B, and then Maki put me in A. So
Not bad
just looking
ranking.
at the tiers.
Yeah, but I
What's
mean,
up?
you got to think your team is boring, one dimensional, same old stuff that we've seen time and time again.
Right.
I doubt Sweetcoon sees the field very often. The
Actually, we'll
fans are not
see it a
happy.
lot.
Fans are not happy. Alolan Persian
Speaking was
captain
actually see it a ton. I already
did
built for
that
everyone
from
in my
staying
conference.
safe just a couple seasons ago. Not an original thought on that roster, and I think the fans are very disappointed. I think Herondai would agree.
I mean,
Yeah, we take his silence as agreement.
it's totally like I don't like to use the same Pokemon over and over again. It just for some reason it ain't me. But like you like what you like and you know it good, and that's what you go for, man.
Well, the
You're
schedule's
there
out.
to
We've got
get
these
the W.
matchups.
Taking on
get it.
Mardo.
Yeah, we're gonna get those on the screen in just a moment.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, my roster is kind of, I guess boring, but that doesn't make it, not better than some of what's on the landscape.
No,
For the most
I
part,
think it's. I mean, that's like a top of A tier team, really. Like when you really think about it. Like I think it is anyway. Like Crown and Sneasler are both incredible in Psychic Terrain, and even like I mean, so is Hatterini. Hatterini's gonna pump extra damage too.
Very first
Right, like-
matchup
but-
of TPL Season 11. We got the two rookies, Sable 9 versus Pacheco. Don't know what to expect out of that one. Impossible for me to say. We could look at the rosters briefly and maybe get an idea of what to expect from these two.
That is a good idea.
Sable 9,
Yeah, please.
top 3, Baxcalibur, King Gambit, Primarina. Great roster. Great top 3. As you go down the list, maybe not so much. Pacheco got a well-rounded team there.
Yeah,
I quite
I like Pacheco's team.
It's got Tyranitar. It's got
I'd
the
actually
Excadrill.
rate Pacheco in my top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
I mean,
I'd,
Torn is just a safe pick. I mean, you had it last season, Herendai. I mean, how easy was it to build with Torn? Just
Oh
knowing
my
that.
God, I love Torn. It's great. It's
No.
so great.
I mean, if
Such
you
a
just
fun
hit your stabs, I mean, it's doing a ton of damage. Nasty plot. I mean, you can run bulky regenerator. You can run bulky pivot. I mean,
Well, he's got two
kinda just
regenerator
catering your-
attackers on the team with Torn T and Mien Shao, and that could be very, very dangerous if played properly. Mimikyu, I think, an awesome Terra captain too, able to really get those sword stance sets going and really maneuver some with that ability. Masquerain, Quiver Dance Terra captain is never a bad thing, and then Bronzong, a great defensive piece. Sable 9 has Gyarados as a captain though, and that can quickly get out of hand with Moxie.
Oh yeah.
Porygon 2 as well, a very, very strong defensive piece, and with Eviolite able to also kind of tailor its matchup into stopping just about anything. I really like what Pacheco's done with that roster. I think the Sand matchup, and I think Ogerpon Hearthflame, especially with Excadrill able to keep hazards off, really complements that roster well. I think I'd take Pacheco here 2-1, knowing nothing about either coach.
So like, yeah, I'd have to agree. Like immediately, yeah. Like a lot of Sable 9s, some of like the more top dogs require a little bit of setup. Like not so much King Gambit or Hisuian Arcanine, right? You slap a ban on Hisuian Arcanine, it's gonna put in some work. But like Serperior really starts to get going after you've hit a Leaf Storm or two. Baxcalibur,
Yeah.
you're kind of forced to hit like a Dragon's Dance or Scale Shot before you can really get going. Same thing with Gyarados. But Pacheco's just gonna constantly be putting him in a bad situation with the
Right.
sand.
Who you got?
I'd still say Pacheco 2-1.
All right, what you got, Machiavelli?
I'm probably gonna roll with Pacheco here. I think the one thing that can, I guess, go bad for Pacheco is going to be if Superior gets a couple of them off. Especially if Ogerpon's dead. I mean, even then you can probably go for a glare and try to get some hacks if you really want to. But Excadrill's probably going to have to pack some type of way to remove Superiors. But I mean, Torn is going to be there chilling. But I think there's going to be a lot of pressure for Sable 9. Ogerpon can just click Cudgel into pretty much a lot of the mons, and if that, Primarina really can't hit anything back. Horn Leech or Power Whip's going to be coming that way, so need a big series from Arcanine. I'm going to go Pacheco 2-1.
Yeah, I like that. Let's move on to Chiva and Greedent. I think I know who the favorite here is.
Yep.
Chiva, heavy favorite. Just the body of work. Definitely more impressive than Greedent thus far. As far as rosters go, I think Reed put together a decent roster, and I think Chivas is probably a little better. Chivas roster has a lot of my favorite pieces, with Sandy Shocks and Samurai H, as well as Goldingo to block removal. What do you two think here?
A lot of people hating on Chivas roster so far. It's been getting ranked mid, stinky. A lot of hating on the roster.
Wonderful roster.
Yeah, I don't know where the hate's warranted from. I mean, it's not the greatest, it's not bad, but like you said, I think Chiva, with the runner-up pedigree, definitely the skill favorite here. I do like what Greedon did. I just think he went a little too defensive towards the end there. Like the Weavile pickup, of course, but I think this is going to be a big Sandy Shock series. I think it's going to be one of those, pivoting and just putting, Corv under pressure. I'm gonna go Chiva. I think Green is good enough to get a game. I think Valiant's gonna have a big say in that. I'll go Chiva 2-1.
I think Valiant kind of gets pinned by the combination of Arbok and Comfy, to be honest. Be interesting if you saw both of those too, because that Intimidate, along with the ability to Terra, can be big into Weavile as well, and Gouging Fire too. So I really want to see what Shiva does there. But Herondai, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'd have to put Shiva 2-1, because even though Green has some good pumpers, Shiva has answers to them as well.
Yeah, I'll go Chiva 2-1.
Yeah, Chiva 2-1. I think that's fair. Reedon would probably agree. Now we've got Ichigo 90 versus Tobias. Tobias, the reigning champion. Ichigo 9, the rookie.
Ichigo 2-0, easy.
Easy 2-0 for Ichigo. I think Tobias is going to take it pretty convincingly.
Yeah, I think
The tough one.
Ichigo's roster's a little, in the words of Muscle Man, stinky. I think Lamora first overall in your draft is a tough way to start. Didn't he rebound well, though, I think, with Wig and Skyman, and even Crowd out round 5 as a head scratcher. Does get the big woe, but he doesn't Terra captain it for some reason. Not really sure what's going on there. I don't really think you need Brute Bonnet and Duraludon to be your captains, even when you got the big woe. I think this is just going to be a Magirna fest here, to be honest with you. Side Shock the Clodsire, wrap it up.
Unless Glamora somehow pops Magirna with like an Earth power, unfortunately it's just over.
Yeah.
2-0
Got
for
Tobias
the
2-0
reigning
pretty
champion
convincingly.
there. And we'll move on then to Blink and Loluxio. Loluxio, strong season last season. Faltered in the playoffs early, but put together a very impressive showing. Finished 6-2, I believe. And he'll be taking on the rookie, Blink.
5-3.
5-3, close enough. He'll be taking on Blink. Roster you just saw, I think, is definitely better into teams that don't have both Petra and Zamazenta. And even Zapdos and Impola. Just a lot of things that make you not want to use Ogerpon so much.
Yeah, we understood you loud and clear there, pal.
Yep. And I was waiting for one of you to pick up on the trail I left, and neither did. So I like
I can pick it up.
Luxio here.
Yeah.
Big reason is that
Blink.
Kyurem is going to be clicking stab very
Yeah,
easily.
I was about to say that. Stole the words out of my mouth, buddy.
You can bring Cryogonal if you want, but usually when Cryogonal's in the game, similar to Rhydon, it's not going to be a good time.
Well, as we saw before, there's no hazard removal.
Well, Cryogonal's the
Besides the-
spinner. It's going to have to be.
I was cutting me off here, pal. But see, besides the Cryogonal, you got no real hazards, remover. And if you do bring Cryogonal, you're probably going to be sacrificing one of the other utility mons, which you probably don't want to do here in this situation. So Raquanet can set up webs. Ogerpon's going to get slowed down. Urshifu's going to say, how you doing? Good night. See you later. Even the Kilowattrel here is going to outspeed the Ogerpon and put pressure on it. Kilowattrel can click U-turn pretty safely into this team and get a good pivot in, and then just let Kyurem take over. I got Luxio 2-0.
I think Blink has a chance with the rain. It can be difficult to take those boosted water attacks. Archaludon always
Got a Raquanet, though.
monster in the rain. Yeah, Rockwind can be easily worn down, I'd say. The one puzzling thing is really Moltres and Zoroark H's sort of role or place on the team with the rain. Two high value Mons. I wouldn't be surprised if those got shopped throughout the season. Some possible trade talks there. I think Lil Luxio, based on what we know in the rosters thus far, I would take 2-0 as well.
Yeah, Monte Little Luxio 2-0.
Nice.
I think something to add on here, though, is if he does bring the rain, you're risking that Kilowattrel really just being able to click Hurricane at pretty much, I mean, what's their only resist? Rhydon?
Well, our
Or
Caledon's going to
I
eat
mean-
that pretty well. I mean, depending on the investment and the set that you're running.
Still like Luxio.
Yeah, I still like Luxio there. Next up, we got Frost DP, former champion, versus member of the booth, Herondai.
2-0
Sorry, man.
Wow.
Sorry, man. Yeah.
You know what I'll say is,
DP's. I mean, he's really good. I've enjoyed playing against him every time. Though I'm not gonna.
big
Don't think I
Kingdra
beat him,
matchup.
but like, it's fun. Yeah, I don't know.
Could
His
do it.
roster is also a lot better than mine.
I don't know about all that. I think you have the potential. I think Kingdra could play a key role. Doing
I
some
like Ursaluna here.
we were doing some scouting for one of the rosters, one of the teams in the league. Draft day said, "What should I draft to improve my matchup with DP?" And we said Kingdra, and then Herondai scooped it up.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, Kingdra, it's got a good matchup here. Really excited to see what you do with it. But DP 2-0, which brings us to Mino and Hanzi. Have we got confirmation on the pronunciation? Bars.
We're gonna say Hanzi.
Yeah, that's what we'll roll with. Two rookies. Not sure what to expect from either. Not sure of the skill level. Frizion gave us some scouting reports. The producer said he read them, but I found them in the bin later on. So don't have much to work with here. Do you two know anything about these two coaches?
Got zero clue, but I like Mino. I know. I like Mino's matchup here.
What exactly do you like about the matchup?
I think Keldeo, I mean, for the most part, especially when Ursaluna Blood Moon can't Terra, I think you can just really, for the most part, click Surf into pretty much majority of this roster, right? I mean, what
Spec
is it
Surf
got?
is looking really good.
Yeah, Spec Surf looks really good here. Surledge can take advantage of that sun. SD Taunt, stop the Torkoal from yawning you, set up a Sword Dance, outspeed Annihilate if it's not like a fast variant.
Well, it's just so much faster
you
than
don't-
most of the team, too.
Yeah, I mean, Surledge, I mean, you can even have Cornerstone, I mean, put Cudgel, right? I mean, for the most part, I mean, Swampert is going to die to your other stabs, so just think that's just set up, you don't even really mean on treads here, right? I mean,
Okay, are you all right, man? The hell was
I'm
that?
spazzing out, bro. The gummy's getting me.
Dang, dude. I was fearing for your safety there, brother. My goodness.
It's an edible toy. Oh, my God.
Turn Doodle Bob on the podcast, Mac. Max speaking Doodle Bob here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I think Annihilate could have a good matchup here. One bulk up could really mess things up. Ditto on the other side, though, something to worry about. Overall, I think the Minotaur's got the advantage here. 2-1. Herondale, your thoughts?
Yeah, I would probably say 2-1 Mino.
All right, yeah, I
Yeah,
think that's the
Mino.
consensus. Staying safe versus MRF. This is probably the highlight of the week, in my opinion.
Yep.
These are two very, very tough coaches, and two of the better rosters in the league, in my opinion. Staying safe, some of his picks in the past have, sort of confused people, but he's made great use of some very unorthodox Pokemon already in his short career. MRF, I really like the roster. I like Raging Bolt. I like Ting Lu. Always been a Scizor fan. Honestly, it's a toss-up in my mind. Staying safe, I'm not
Tough.
sure if he's shaking the rust off yet. He's a season removed from league play, and sometimes it can be hard to get back into the groove.
I like Moth here, especially after a boost.
Yeah, we're looking at a team with Ting Lu and Raging Bolt.
True.
I like Moth here. I mean, Blastoise can't Terra.
Yeah, I do think the Terra Captains are somewhat limiting on the side of MRF. Mandibuzz, I really like as a Terra Captain. Defensive
Sure.
base, able to remove that Stealth Rock weakness, too. Gives you a little bit of variability with the item that you otherwise wouldn't have. and can let you beat anything that might want to switch in on a defog. You
Yeah,
already do
it'll
okay
be
against.
key for Bolt too.
Yeah, I already do pretty well against like Goldingo and stuff. But you can really tailor that if there's like a Defiant Mon or the odd competitive Mon that you don't really want to defog against, or even things that might taunt you and prevent it. Terra, favorable matchup, bang. Anyway, we'll move on now to Lit Cat and Mr. Boy. Mr. Boy.
Well, we didn't even make our picks, bro.
Oh well, just sitting there, not saying anything.
I'm gonna go staying safe. I think Quavo, if Bolt dies, can get going, man.
I think Quavo could put in work here. That Aqua Step, similar to Battle Bond Greninja, when you have the Moxie and the Aqua Step together, sort of puts coaches in the same position.
I think Frostlass lead looks really good here too. Set up some spikes.
Big Frostlass fan.
Yeah.
Who you got here?
I think it's a 2-1,
2-1.
regardless of who wins. But
Right.
I don't really know. I like MRF's profile picture more, so I'll go with MRF.
It's a good way to tie break.
I got 2-1 staying safe. I don't like the guy, but I think I'll pick him this week.
What's wrong with staying safe?
Oh, we just have a growing rivalry. It's nothing malicious. It's just a rivalry.
Lit Cat, Mr. Boy, veteran versus rookie, scrappy veteran, might I add.
Yeah. I like Mr. Boy's matchup here. I'm not really a fan of Lit Cat's roster, to be honest with you. Klefki is kind of redundant with Deoxys speed, so you're probably going to be running more offensive Deoxys speed, which is kind of steep for 19. So, not going to rip the roster, but the bottom half is kind of eh. I love Polt here. I love Polt every day of the week here. Just got to dodge the Klefki T waves and whatnot, but for the most part, you can kind of tailor your offense around Polt here. And I'm going to go Mr. Boy 2-0.
Yeah, I do like the roster a bit better. Really solid.
This band low kicks too look good. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, it's
Twitch band low
okay.
kicks look
Really solid matchup for Lando I over there, though. Not sure what we'll see from Mr. Boy to really deal with that. Maybe some clever use of terrestrialization. Also has to find a way to switch into those, Specs Ghost attacks from the Baskia Legion. You don't really want to bring Smeargle, and Krookodile doesn't really want to take those, and neither does Low Kicks. But Low Kicks will play a big role here. That priority is going to be very valuable. I like Mr. Boy 2-1 based on what I know.
Yeah, I would say Mr. Boy 2-1 probably.
Now, Maki versus Tomato, and from what I hear, these two do not like each other. This is a rivalry match. Probably another highlight of the week.
I don't think they do, yeah. Yeah, they've both been building power rankings and kind of going at each other. I hear behind the scenes.
I think that Tomato will have a difficult time not running either set up on all of his mons, all of their mons, I should say, or running like specs and band. Because Maki's draft is just very fat. Getting through it is going to be the hardest point, and if Maki's able to just stall him out, set up some hazards, and do the do-si-do, it's really difficult to get around that, especially when Hitmontop is not a bad spinner in my opinion. I think Hitmontop's a great low-tier Terra Cap, but still, Maki's expecting the Talonflame and Hitmontop at some point. That puts you in a bad spot. Have to bring both of them.
I'm looking at Zapdos in this matchup, and I think Zapdos is going to play a big role here. Meowscarada has to run Scarf to outspeed Zambazenza, which means you're probably not going to be hitting the Pekarant pretty hard. And then if you do, Static is going to lurk with the Zapdos, and then you're pretty much out of Meowscarada if you get parried. SD Chomp looks pretty good here. You just got to watch out for Greninja outspeeding. I'm going to go Maki 2-1 though. I think Maki's got an easier win con for the most part late game, especially if Zam is healthy and Zapdos is, kind of lurking.
Terra Porygon Z could also be a good piece here, though, as coverage for anything.
Sure.
Adaptability boosted Terra Blast.
Adaptability, Life Orb, Terra Porygon Z. If you're making the right predicts, though, you're going to start pumping some damage, and you're going to force Maki either be clicking, Recover on Pecharunt or Roost on Zapdos, which kind of lets you get some momentum in other ways, whether it's setting up or swapping in the right mon, at the right time.
The cool thing about Porygon Z is that the the normal Terra Blast is just as strong as Tri Attack anyway. So you can actually just run, like, let's say you were talking about Life Orb set, something like that, or Choice Specs, and you're clicking Terra Blast as your stab, and you can do that until something like a Ghost type comes in, and then Terra, and just keep clicking Terra Blast without having to switch out. It can make it really hard to deal with Porygon Z. That's sort of a boon it has going for it, but you may continue.
I still got Maki 2-1.
Yeah. I'll go Maki.
Yeah, I think I got Tomato 2-0 here. I like the roster a bit better. I think, like you said, Garchomp, I think, definitely a threat here, especially if you have the Zamazenta, trying to switch into Meowscarada repeatedly, taking knockoffs here, taking a Choice Band Flower Trick, ignores that defense boost. And, Pecharunt and Zapdos, maybe we'll see a pad set. I think Meowscarada can still apply a lot of pressure here, even though this team does have a lot going for it, especially on the physically defensive side. Yeah, I'll take Tomato 2-0. And finally, we got Mardo 11, the Australian, versus Machiavelli of Soho. And I think, based on what I know about these two and based on what I'm looking at with the rosters, I've got to take Mardo 2-0 here.
You don't know nothing about him, bro. You already know that. He was in the server until we freaking put these matchups on the stream, bro.
The Australian, we've done our homework. He comes highly recommended.
I got an Australian for it.
I believe Mardo is an associate of Mr. Boy and Emerald.
Yeah, he's a Mr. Boy. Yeah, surely a good mate.
So he's going to be.
They're not to be trifled with. They're all very strong players.
He's going to be a solid coach, and I think he's going to, take Mac for a walk on national television. Pagos is
kind of like Tobias just took you for one before.
Absolutely, probably worse. Yeah. But at least I didn't draft that shit. Anyway, Terra Pagos, with the boots on into your size span hyper offense garbage, is able to take a hit even boosted from anything, and really put a stop to that sweep. And then
I don't even need to bring it this week, but
if you don't think so, I wouldn't take him lightly. Roaring Moon could tear you to shreds. Slow King able to switch into a lot of those boosted psychic attacks.
Something for that too.
Mardo 2-0, possibly 1-0. I mean, you may not even want to play after the first loss.
It's scary. Paris a Titan. If that thing gets going under, if it's under snow and it's got a belly drum set up.
Yeah, and that Terra could easily allow it. Terra Dark.
I don't.
It is difficult to set up Titan safely in singles with snow, under snow and with belly drum, right? Like that is particularly difficult.
Yeah.
So
doesn't necessarily need the belly drum to pummel Mac though.
That is true. It doesn't need the belly drum, but it is that's the gig.
Y'all are gassing this man up, bro.
Yeah, and Tomato just confirmed in chat that Maki is definitely a rival and that these two do not
they don't like each other at all.
Belly, I still
Grudge
think
match.
you take it. It could go 2-0, 2-1 either way. Like if this Titan gets ahead, you are cooked. Like that shit goes for anybody, really, especially with Terra. But at the same time, if your Sneasler or Crown gets ahead, he is cooked. It's kind of two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, we got something for it. Don't worry.
That coin flips both ways. Mac cooked 2-0.
Tomato in the chat says me and Maki are rivals.
Yeah, they are. That's what I read too.
Yeah, thank you for the confirmation.
Can we pause for 30 minutes? Got to finish some homework. No, but the VOD will be live here very soon. Anything you two want to touch on before we get out of here?
JJ Bigabottom's chili recipe?
Yeah, where's that at?
Oh, yeah. Hold on, I got it. Let me get my phone. He actually messaged me.
He's Googling that shit.
No, I'm not Googling that.
Easy chili recipe.
Hold on, let me see what he said. This is from straight from Bigabottoms. So he said 30 to 40 minutes is the process. I have 1 pound of ground beef or turkey, whatever you prefer. 1 small onion, you have to chop it, make sure it's finely chopped. That way it stirs better, dissolves better as well. 2 cloves of garlic. Everyone write this down. 1 kidney bean, 1 black bean. If you do like double black bean, you can do that as well. I prefer to throw brown sugar on top. JJ Bigabottom's omitted from that. 1 can of diced tomatoes, 1 can of tomato sauce, 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of paprika. You can go for a half if you don't want an extra little paprika action. Make sure you put the 1 cup of water or broth. If you don't want to have it too thick, you can go a little bit thinner. JJ Bigabottoms likes it thick. he wants in a full cup.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
it.
lot different than the producer's chili recipe, which is
Yeah.
just-
He's from Ohio. They
say-
make it a little bit different.
Well,
JJ
his recipe-
Bigelow is
chili
from the
recipe-
dirty South.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna flex. My chili recipe is a hell of a lot better, but I digress.
better than
I
JJ
got mine.
Bigabottom.
That one's good. That's good though.
We
I don't
haven't
like
heard
beans.
the producers. I mean, I don't know if the producer would mind me sharing it on the stream. He might. He does compete in tournaments, or contests, I should say. Chili tournaments. What the hell is that?
I got a chili too.
Yeah. Anyway, it's 2-part beans, 1 part hot sauce. He says that's the entire recipe. And yeah, maki tomato. That's gonna be a slobber knocker.
Yeah.
I would expect to see some fighting in the chat, probably. We're going to need extra security that night for sure.
Yeah, and if Tobias loses to Ichigo, he has to post a selfie in the league chat.
Yeah, he's going to have to. If he loses to Ichigo 9, he may also forfeit his winnings from last season, according to the producer.
I don't even think he's got it yet.
No, it usually takes 2 weeks from the championship game to.
Oh, yeah,
process
it
the,
comes from mail, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard it gets tariffed too, no?
Somebody did ask me for a paper check one time, gave me their address and everything. I
Yeah,
like,
it was limit.
Listen, I can't do that. It's a pain in the ass. I had to write a check for the TPL bank account. I got to sign that shit, Mr. Producer, which is a forgery. I mean, but he won't sign it.
Green said he's not working that night.
He's off. It's going to be gig work
Yeah.
then. We're going to pay you overtime.
Yeah, part of the budget cuts. Well, he's got to clean up the chili.
Yeah, it's just 2 parts beans, 1 part hot sauce, and that's it. Usually an entire bottle of Frank's, he says, is what he uses. All right. I don't think we got anything else
Nah,
for the
I think
fans
that's
here
it.
tonight.
But I got one thing before we head out of here. We got to say thanks to our sponsors.
Sure.
We want this broadcast brought to you by Thicky Burger. You get 1 Thicky Burger with the code Thicky at checkout.
Yep. Draft Queens, Sportsbook, and Casino. Place your bets on all the Thickies games, all the Thickies matches every week. We got bonus bets for TPL members. And you can also go with the producer's picks every week. He hasn't hit on one of those in a long time, but if he ever does, you're looking at $5 to $10 easily.